Welcome y'all to Let's Talk About It with your boy DJ Reality and your boy Sid. What's up, Sid? How you doing?
What's going on? How are you?
Pretty good, man. It's been a while, man. You been all right?
It has been a while.
Hey, look, it's been a journey, man.
Let's call it work.
Contract ends, new job starts. So it's all that's going on with me. But all that being said, what's good with you?
Just again, work, and more work. Now, as I prepare myself to celebrate my 46 on this Sunday.
Okay, birthday.
Pisces in the house.
All
Pisces
right.
season.
Right before Aries.
Right.
All
so
right.
I'm excited about like I said, my new year. This is my new year and what 46 will bring this year and the people that I will meet. I'm more intentional about what I do, who I meet, where I, things of that nature. So like I want to get more into like house dances, house music, house.
Like the house picnic.
Events. What it was, house in the park, things of that nature. Get more into that. Just meet good people. That's how I met you, actually.
Now, what we got to do this year? I mean, I'm still cool with that event, but there's another house picnic that's like way larger than that I go to every year.
Where is that?
So we gotta go check. Isn't it the same? It's still in Grant Park.
Okay, yeah,
it's in the same location.
Oh yeah.
No, we can check it out. Now I usually so MSU, it just depends on because one of my associates that went to school, her name is Crystal. Her birthday is that weekend. Well, for the most part, her birthday has been every weekend in the house. So she'll have a tent and all that stuff. So we usually bring, you can bring whatever you want.
Right.
So I usually will it, like you saw, I wheeled in the cart, but I will in a cart of stuff and bring whatever.
What weekend is this?
Needed. I think it's the last week of August.
Oh, perfect. That's
I think it's like August 26th or 27th, somewhere around there.
But I should have my six pack by then.
Okay, let's go. Let's get it. Hey, what's up with the gym? What are we talking about? I'm running every morning now. Like it's about to be tightened up. I'm pretty good, but I'm looking at tightening up even more now.
You know what? I'm that's my goal, the gym. Now it's not that I'm opposed to it because I'll start from home. I just don't like to get up and get out and be touching stuff. But however,
I'm totally opposite. I don't like to do nothing at home. I like to have home separated. Like I was talking to someone in the gym earlier today, and he was like, because I told he was giving me some pointers on what I should be working on. Because I was telling him, I was like, hey, I'm trying to target my chest. I'm trying to slim down a little bit, and I don't have to slim down much, like maybe like 3 pounds if anything, and I'm still good where I'm at. I'm okay with where I'm at, but at the same time. I was like, well, I'm trying to, pull my chest out more. He's like, well, try to add more push-ups and stuff.
Right.
And then, but he was like, this goes to what you were saying. He was like, well, you can do push-ups at home if you
absolutely.
Want to. And I was like, well, I prefer to go to the gym to do them and get everything out of the way. So by the time I get home, I ain't got to do nothing. I could just chill out, relax, and just chill.
All this floor.
Yeah.
Push-up.
Yeah. No. The thing is, so now what I'm doing push-ups in the middle. I do a set of push-ups and I do them like diamonds, so like it works on the chest and the arm. But now I'm doing them. I do like 15 to 20 in between each exercise.
Okay.
So if I'm doing, I don't know, say 10 to 12 exercises, I'm doing 150 to 180 push-ups. In between the workout.
Well, you could show me the right form one day. How that works, because I'm trying to get a little bit more breast.
Okay.
No stomach. Now I don't want to be bulky or too muscular. I like my frame. So I want to keep it.
You have to do more cardio. Cardio is not a fun thing, but I mean, the thing is, if you do
and more glutes, I got to keep the glutes up. I like my.
The cardio is go hit that. So if you're doing like elliptical or stair steppers or just walking, like if you walk, like say when you walk around my neighborhood,
right?
Which is maybe, I mean, it's a lot of neighborhood to walk around, but if you walk around the neighborhood. For maybe 2 or 3 miles a day, you'll hit, because you got all the hills and stuff like that, inclines and declines.
Well, I'm coming over here to walk. We're gonna walk.
Let's go. I love it
because I need my. Not that I need it. I want my V back, but I'm not really looking for it because I'm turning 46, and I know it will actually come. I'll lose the weight when I stop drinking alcohol. Alcohol is a big factor, and I enjoy it. I do.
But the thing is, you can be careful on the alcohol. With like cutting out the sugars. So if you just drink, like you see with me, I drink straight. But when I drink straight, I drink less. So it balances itself out. So like if I have 3 straight glasses of tequila, I'm good. But if I have, I don't know, 6 or 8 of something else, you know what I'm saying? Then like I done got all the sugars and stuff, and then like my next day is shot. I don't want to do nothing, and then like now I'm relaxing. I done ruined Sunday, and then now we back into Monday.
And I guess I'm saying that because this is how I know alcohol is not really it doesn't play a huge factor in my life. It's not controlling me. I can stop alcohol anytime. Like now, I haven't been drinking. However, I can't drink it straight. I just don't like it. I don't like the taste. So I have to add something to give me, I can drink it. I can tolerate it. Let me say that. So therefore, if I have to drink it straight, I will not drink. So, but that's that
could be
that's like my drug.
But I'm saying that could be your catalyst to lowering the amount of drinking that you do. You'd be like, well, if I only do it this way, then shit. I mean, I'm a reluctantly drink one, and then you'll be like, I don't want to drink it anyway. So then you just go not drink it.
So I had to cut down that sugar intake. You are right on that. But that's again, I have to get back into exercising. That's what I do, but it's very.
But you move around a lot.
I move around.
With your job. I mean, that's always important.
Now, that's
some people don't. Some people
way.
like sit at a desk all day and just do nothing. But then after 5 or whatever, when they get off work, be like, oh God, I don't want to have to go to the gym, deal with being able to get a machine, not getting home till 8. And like I said, I don't have any kids, so it's easier for me to just be like, I can bust in and go to the gym. But for some people, and this is where, like, say for instance, if I had kids, I would work out at home. Like I would. I mean, I would still have my my escape to go to the gym. But when it's gonna be times where I can't, hey, I got to pick up, the kids. So now I'm at home at 3:00, whatever. So now I don't have time to get out to the gym.
I'm getting there. It's working on me. It's just, again, I'm kind of a germaphobe. So like when I'm in these stores, my hands stay dry because I'm washing my hands. So just think about touching equipment that everyone else is touching. That just drives me crazy. I'm just like, because I can't wash my hand every time I get off a piece of equipment from the gym. So I just kind of stay away from the gym.
You can
I'll get there.
You can bring the stuff with you.
What's the
clean stuff? Yeah,
man. Y'all think I'm Molly Maid in that gym?
Hey, look, listen. You have to do what you have to do in order to make it happen. And they got wipes in there too, and the paper towel and sprays and stuff. So it's not like they don't have nothing in there that you can't clean it with. But I would be like I was at the gym earlier, and I was doing. It just so happened I like on the bench. I didn't get on the bench, but I was using the bar to do push-ups. Like I was doing standing push-ups,
right?
And I was looking down on the bench. I was like, ugh. It was like somebody's like 2 strands of hair, and hair is my pet peeve. Like I don't like to see no hair, no nothing, no leftover weave, none of that in the like it frustrates. I'm like, yo, put on a fucking like what you call it, a head wrap or a bonnet or something like hair is literally my pet peeve. No, but it's there's ways to counter it.
Correct.
Yeah, there's no reason why you should if you could put a head wrap on, then cool. It's not like you're shedding.
Oh, just clean it up when you're done brushing or combing your hair. Period. Just clean it up.
You're shedding. I'm saying as a woman. Like my dog doesn't when ladies start shedding, I take her to the groomer or I make sure she has it. Like when you'll never see a strand of hair of ladies, and she's a dog and she sheds. You'll never see a strand of her hair around this house.
So what happens when it's in your food? And you find that strand of hair in your food?
In my house?
No.
It'll never happen in my house. In the restaurant? Oh my. Well, you know what? As I've gotten older, not to say that I just accept some things, but it just depends on I mean, I don't know. If I'm thinking if it's anything, if it's not mine, I'm I'll just politely, ask for it. Because I'm not going to over exaggerate and be like, oh, the fuck. Nah, this shit is in my fuck food. Oh, okay. Fuck this restaurant. I'm going to give it 2 stars and stuff like that because the food be fucking good. You know what I'm saying? I don't ever want to look for reasons to not like a business. Now, one thing, this one thing that we should talk about, is not on the list, is sometimes with Black businesses that we sometimes overcharge for things that I'm like, wait a minute, why is this plate $40? Like a takeout plate, like that bothers me.
Let's get into that.
Yeah. We can talk about tipping too, because that's another thing. We could talk about sharing bills.
Right. Because I'm gonna forget that.
I definitely don't do this sharing.
I'm gonna forget that because I'm gonna talk about that. But let's get back into what I was saying as my new year, my peace. We talked about working out, what have you, and just protecting my peace. As I'm 46, and what I mean by protecting my peace, just the energy that's around me, the people that is around me, the company I keep, the things that I do. Like I want upbeat, positive folk, good energy people around me. I learned, well, I didn't learn this, but I knew, I just didn't say it out loud. But I was having a conversation with a friend, and I realized, like me, I don't hold grudges against people. And I be trying to find ways to hold a grudge, but it's just not in me to do.
It ain't worth it.
It's not right. It's not. And I'm so at peace. I'm so at peace with everyone. And like I said, if I have an enemy, I don't know of them, to be honest.
But so here,
I'm at cool. I'm at peace.
Look, you said something that, like, the one thing that bothers me about, like, say you said grudges, right? Like, people expect you to, like, I feel like sometimes people do things intentionally to try to, like, what do you call it? Hurt people,
right?
So it's crazy when people have gotten upset with me because I wasn't, like, pissed about it, or I wasn't like I won't let you fuck with my peace.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my peace really is my time. And it's not even like money. Money comes and goes. I have it sometimes. I don't sometimes.
Correct.
So if something, like, say for instance, I can't pay a bill, or I got to wait on a bill or something like that, or I see something come, a notification say, oh, well, Georgia Power, you got to pay $700 or your shit's going to get cut off. I'm like, and then I pay it.
Correct.
But the 700, is like, is come and went.
Right.
So I don't ever focus on those things, but I'm saying sometimes people think that, people intentionally try to do things to, I want to say protect your peace, to fuck up your peace. And like I said, the only thing that could really fuck up my peace is my time and my space.
And that's interesting you say that, excuse me, because I'm learning myself that, like, I'm just chill. Like, I'm cool. If you ever just see me just home by myself, or I'm out with folk, I am like the peace. I want to be that peace. I need that peace around me. And again, going back to what you said earlier about, like, even restaurants, what have it, going with friends, I don't do all that split check stuff. You're not splitting a check with me. We're not doing that. Oh, you split a check and this your part. The devil is a lie. I'm not doing it either. We all put it on one credit card, or guess what? I'll pay for my own food. But no, I'm not splitting a check. Now, put it on the credit card. I'll cash app you what I need. Bam, there you go. Pay your credit card back. It is what it is. Or if you and I went out, I say, come on, let's go to lunch. I'm not looking for you to pay. I got the check. I don't need vote. Are we splitting checks? Hell no. I don't. I'm too old for that to be splitting checks.
See, but I'm a little I'm cool. Like, say for instance, it depends on the person. So, and I say that as in, I saw something and I posted it. It said that if the bill was $850, but you only ran up like $57 or something like that, would you split the check?
Hell no.
Yeah, I would pay $57 plus 20%.
Absolutely.
So it's little things like, but I've been in situations that people are like, well, let's just split it. I was like, no, we're not splitting it.
No. Yeah.
Like, I had a situation. It was funny. My ex, we had went out to eat. It was one of her friend's birthday. And ironically, we had went and ate before. And then she was like, hey, I want to stop over here. Like, it wasn't even like, it wasn't intentional to go eat before, but we had already went to eat, and she's like, hey, let's stop over here. What's the name's birthday is going on. And I was like, okay, cool. So then we go over there, and then, they down there popping bottles and shit like that. And then she was like, well, I mean, since we're here, we might as well just like order an appetizer or something. So we just split appetizers because we had already ate.
Correct.
So bill came, and they was like, oh, well, it's going to be $50 a person. And I was like, yeah, no, that was like $8. So we're gonna give you 12, you know, so just to be generous, you know. Correct. But that's it for that. But it's just interesting when people automatically assume that, you know, you have to. Then to people's piece, like say for instance, I think I mentioned this on the pod, but I can't remember. But I went on a cabin trip, and you know, they were going to a wine mixer or something like that, and I was just like, well, I was like, I'm just gonna hang out at the cabin, you know, and you know, come to find out, it was like, well, you know, it's like, well, they thought you was acting funny. I was like, no, I just for one, I don't drink wine, and two. And this is before my neck surgery too. So, I mean, of course I wasn't like, hey, I'm telling everybody all my pains and stuff like that. But I was like, no, I just want to relax, stay in the cabin.
Right.
And I'm already in some form of this. And like I said, this was before I even knew that I had to have neck surgery. So I was in some form of discomfort and I just chose to chill, you know, but people sometimes feel like you have to be a part of their thing or I'm technically disrupting their peace. And I'm like, yo, like, what do I have to do with what you got going on? Like, I don't like, and it's okay. Like, I don't have to be a part of it. Now we hung out, we did everything later, you know, like while we were at the cabin. But then too, like next day, as an example, I went zip lining. And I was like, and I told everybody that night, I was like, hey, anybody want to go zip lining? I'm going in the morning. You know, nobody wanted to go. So I went zip lining.
Right.
You know, but you know, it was kind of like were they acting funny because I went zip lining? Like it's just weird stuff when people like I'm very independent. You know, I work within the group, but the independent part is where I keep my peace.
Well, and see, and like to your point in that scenario, mine's is more of a I'm very and I don't know if it have anything to do with being a Pisces or what have you, but I'm very direct. If anyone know me, I'm bold. Like I don't say much. I don't get into confrontations with folk. I don't do all of that. However, if you ask me a question, I'm gonna tell you exactly my opinion or how I feel, or if you want my honesty, I'm gonna tell you. And anyone that has worked for me in any capacity, they can ask you that the first thing that comes, they're like, Mr. Sidney, how does look on me? And I'll tell them, girl, you know that weird look a mess. Or why or if it look good, I'm saying you look good. Because when they see me, everyone know me for always dressed, being well dressed, well groomed, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's how I carry myself. Perfect classic man. I'm saying it is what it is. However, but I'm that like friends. Don't ask for my opinion about something if you don't want to hear me. And I always tell my friends, please don't ask me when I'm drinking because that intensifies. Do not ask me stuff like that because it intensifies and everybody be mad with me.
I damn near lost friends.
Oh, yeah. Listen, tomorrow.
Don't ask me honesty when that time happens.
Sunday on my birthday, March 1st, will be a year. I lost 2 friends. They was at my birthday last year. And again, we went to dinner. And now what crazy was, it was a Black-owned restaurant. It was a Jamaican type restaurant. However, they didn't obtain a liquor license. But there was a liquor store next door. They said, y'all can bring liquor in. We said, oh, cool. So we had bottles all across the table. Went to liquor, they bought bottles. So we drink, we had fun. We left there. We went to Friends neighborhood bar in Ponce. Went to Friends. And so we was going to leave Friends to go to Bulldogs. Well, these two friends, and again, we all drinking. I'm having fun. Again, y'all remember, it intensified when I'm drinking. So whatever we got into our little kerfuffle about, or whatever the argument was about, I kept telling them, it's not about y'all. Use kerfuffle? Yes. It's not about y'all. It's about me. And I told them this 3 times. It's not about y'all. It's my day. Let me have fun. So if I am a little loud, just say, see, chill out. Like, you know how to, I'm not gonna get crazy, but just, you're my friend. But I said, it's not about y'all. It's about me. So they got mad and I just went off on them. I told them how I felt right then and there. So they walked out. The female friend, she hadn't talked to me. So Sunday will be a whole year. And my guy friend that came from Houston, same thing, because, you know, I wasn't putting up, I said, just leave me alone, you know? And so I'm that person. I'm going to tell you how I feel. Now, not looking for you to be offended. If you get offended, let's talk about it. Let's move forward. We're adults. We should be able to have that conversation. But what I'm not going to do is pacify you, or I'm not gonna.
I just tell it how it is, and I feel like I lose people based off of the truth that I say rather than like I used to.
I can't manage your trauma pretty much.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I try not to, not necessarily not lie, but sometimes, depending on the person who it is, like say if I talk to my mom, right?
Right.
My mom be like, "Hey, you did you do da da da?" And I'd just be like, "Yep." But I'd be lying and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, because I know if I say I didn't do it, it's a whole argument that I gotta have, and I'm just trying to protect the relationship with my mom,
right there.
But with anybody else,
you just said it because I used to be like that. You got some money, and I'm like, no, I ain't got any money, and no, I'd be lying. But now you should hear me now. They say you have some money. I say yes, I have $20 to give. That's it. I don't loan no more than $20. You can't get that money from me because you're not going to pay it back. You can't get it. Or if somebody say, "Oh, Sydney, it's been a while since I seen you. Let me pray for you." I say, "Pray right now. I want to hear what you tell Jesus. Pray right now. You won't pray no curse on me. Pray right now." And if they can't pray right now, I say, "See,
well, they gonna put the demons on."
Oh yeah, pray. And I be right there, pray. And I look at it and they be like, "You see it? Pray right now. I want to tell Jesus."
It don't take that.
Yeah,
long.
so stuff like I don't have time. I'm too old. I'm at that age. I've conquered not caring what people think of me or say about me. I've conquered that. I can care less what you say about what I look like, what I put on. I can care less. Maybe I can teach y'all some things. I pride myself with being honest with both. Some things I just don't say. When I can't really be honest, I just don't say nothing at all. I keep my mouth closed because I guess that's not my business. Just that I don't want to comment on that and say the wrong thing. So that's how I think of it now. But no, I love being real with folk, and I'm gonna say just how I feel, and hopefully you can receive it. And if you don't, let's talk about why not. And if you just say
I don't even care about the why.
Let's have a conversation. I mean, I think people at a certain age should be able to have those conversations.
No, I'm okay with having them, but at the same time, it's just like if you go get mad over something like that, I had to learn to apologize for the way I made you feel versus what I did.
There you go. Right. There you go.
And I'm saying that as in, like, no, I damn near do it again if it's somebody else.
Right.
But now that I know that it made you feel a certain kind of way, then I'll do it differently with you now that I know. But I can't. I don't understand. I can't. As we're dealing with things and figuring it out, like say for instance, I piss you off, right? And I don't even know that I piss you off. You know what I'm saying? But then you tell me like, "Hey, Sean, you know what? That hurt my feelings." Da da da. I'm like, okay, cool. My bad. I'm sorry for the way it made you feel. I won't do it again.
Right.
But
with that, you as my friend, and this is what I always say to friends. I tell my friends all the time. It gets to a point, and we get to a certain age in life, and hopefully we have evolved in life that you start to understand my character. Sydney, he's firm. Sydney's gonna like it. You know who I am. When I get drunk, it intensifies. So you already know. So if I say something to you in a moment, why are you mad?
Yeah.
Pull me back, reel me in. I'm not angry when someone that loves me kind of pull me to the side or say, "See, you're doing too much." Well, check me right then and there. Fine.
Yeah.
You love me. I know you love me. You don't want me to embarrass myself, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So check me. I'm not mad. Let's have that conversation the next day when I'm sober. And so I'm like, why we as adults, we're still having these hangups because if you hurt my, first of all, I know your character. So I know what you're going to say and how flip you can be at your mouth. I know this. I don't take it personal.
Yeah.
Because now you know how
that's who you are.
Yes, it is. You're my friend. Now, someone I don't know. Yes, you're right. To your point, I will say, you know what, my bad to make you feel that way. I apologize.
Mhm.
And then, I'll say another, but no, my friends don't get that from me. And I'm telling
I
friends,
give it to the friends,
friends, y'all not getting a pass from me. Y'all know how I am. And I'm not saying to be ugly because I love, but we're not finna keep doing that. No, because
I'm not saying keep doing it, but I'm just
you
saying
mad every time I say something to you.
No, but people listen, man. But then, I mean, sometimes people get canceled based off of okay, like if everything I do makes you upset, then I can't. We need to do something different. You know what I'm saying? If you upset with me,
we got to reevaluate that.
If you upset with me more than 30-40% of the time, then we don't need to be around each other.
Correct.
You know, like and almost like
I
would say I damn near say 20% of the time. So like if you just like, oh God, here come that Sean. Like I don't ever want to be around somebody that has that energy.
And the beauty of that is it's okay. Mm-hmm. It's okay if we're not friends. It's okay. Like I'm good. Like
it's plenty of people out here to grow and get to know versus having to be around disgruntled people. But that's why, I mean, you said the toxic part. Like I just don't fuck with toxic in general. Like if I see something, and it's not like I'm assuming, but when you do something that like kind of, I'm like, wait a minute. So now I'm not necessarily cancel you because of what you did. Now I'm kind of like evaluating. I'm like, wait a minute, this like I mentioned this before, but actually I think I mentioned it on with the podcast with Brian, but like I have a cousin who stole from me.
Right.
So I don't really like he's still cousin, he's still family.
Correct.
But like I won't have him around my house or in my space just because like he's never. For one thing, I'm big on honesty, and the fact that I'm not gonna go fully into the story, but he stole an outfit from me, had it on, and told me it wasn't my outfit.
And
still to this day stands on it. Like, you said my uncle bought it for him, or his uncle bought it for him. I went to the uncle's. I did all my Hardy Boy mystery shit. Went to the uncle's house. I was like, "Did you buy this?" He's like, "No." So it's like, when you lie and you stand on it, I can't trust you because I mean, shit. I just don't know how you would react in worse situations.
It's like, and again, it's like having those behaviors. And I'm just using money as an example, but when someone wants to borrow money from you, they so jovial and upbeat and excited, actually like, "Hey, I really need this and really want you to help them," and et cetera, et cetera. But when it's time to pay you back, people
I gotta beg for my money,
right? Back. People change, and then when you ask them,
it's your funky money,
right? You get this money, I'll pay you. Wait a minute, where's this energy? Mm-hmm. That's what I don't want around me at this age. Mm-hmm. Again, hence why I'm firm, and I'm tired of people mistaking me being firm as you're being nasty or you're trying. No, I'm not. Mm-hmm. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna let you play in my face at 46. Well, about to be 46 years old. You're not gonna play in my face. No, I don't have no money for your loan. Yes, I have it. Mm-hmm. So you guys know, yep, absolutely got it. I need $1,000. I sure do have it, but no, sorry. Mm-hmm. And now you could take it. I got $20. That's it. That's all you get from me. If you mad, you mad. Now, you're one of my good friends, and I know you're good for.
What $20 go did?
That got nothing. That got nothing to do with me. At least I have to worry about if you don't pay it back. I'm not upset with you. We can continue to be friends. You just got $20 for me. That's all. But if you
spend $20,
that's not my problem
during this podcast.
That's not my problem. What you need it for? Because when folk find money, go do whatever they want to do. You go to the liquor store, y'all go down to the Magic City, the Tokyo, wherever it is y'all like to go have fun. Y'all find money. I don't care. Now, if you my boy, like I trust you, I know you're good for. You can get that kind of money. Yeah. I got you. I know you're good for it. Mm-hmm. But no, no, that's a pet. You see, that's a pet peeve. My pet. No.
Speaking of going places, so what's the plans for the B? Do you have them ironed out yet for the Bday?
For the who? For my You know what? Again, this is not a milestone for me because I do like milestones. However, I plan on keeping it local, keeping it low key. Like I'm gonna, I invited some friends out. It's a straight heterosexual couple, male, female. Mm-hmm. They're my neighbors actually. They're gonna come out and hang out with me at Bulldogs. And I asked all my friends, y'all come have a drink with me at Bulldogs. That's all I want.
I'm gonna come and have a drink with you at Bulldogs.
That's it. That's all I want. It's just something simple. All the folk that I say, you know what, we cool. We here in Atlanta. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna sit around and drink and just have a good time. And you know, everybody
ain't gonna do no dinner or nothing.
I don't want to do. I mean, I may do a dinner, but I'm just like, well, it may be brunch. We'll do Sunday
like before
brunch,
Bulldogs.
but
Okay.
I'm not feeling the. Back to what we were talking about, the folk that only want to be around when, something's happening, like I could say a party or a dinner, what have you, but
but that's the age we get into, though.
Right, but daily stuff. Me, I support people. You know why? Because I want them to support me.
Oh yeah.
So if you say I'm at probably said, let's go walk. Let's walk. I want to walk with you. I'm gonna do that because I want you to support me when I need to do something. I have genuine folk that say, "See, let's go. To the park. Let's go." Like oftentimes I don't want to go. However, I want to support them because I want them to support me. I want folk around me that's going to support me and be there for me because I'm going to do the same for them. Yeah. So I just don't want folk just going to show up once a year. I ain't seen you all year. Where you been? So why am I going to have this party for everybody to argue about who going to pay the tab and who? I'm good. I'm good.
Oh man, like
I don't need that stress.
I had a situation. I remember this was actually with my exes. We had went to it's called the Wisconsin Dells, and we had went with some friends and our associates, but Bill came. And I'm shortening the story, but and I'm gonna give a little bit of context. I think I might have said this before, I can't remember, but one chick ordered a drink, said the drink was too strong. The dude ordered like a sandwich, and it's had on the menu like if you want to upsize it or whatever, the fries instead of chips or something like that, it was like an extra cost. So Bill came, she was like, well, I'm not tipping. The chick, she's like, my drink was too strong, and his shirt was untucked.
Oh, okay.
I was like, and like, who complains about a too strong drink? For one, two, you could have said, "Hey, can you make me another drink?" You just pushed the drink off to the table, and then the dude was like, "Oh, I'm not tipping either because they didn't tell me that the fries was extra." I was like, "It said it on the menu." And my ex my girl at the time, she ordered the same thing he ordered, but without the extra. She just got like just regular chips, whatever. So it was blatant. Like you just chose to ignore it, but then now you're punishing the person that's serving you.
That's exactly what I was saying. That's that scenario right there. That's why I'm firm the way I am. I'm chill. I love people. When I go out, I'm good fun, good energy, and I'm going to have a lot of fun with my people. However, if y'all get to that table and start that foolishness right there, I like that Bible said, open rebuke is better than secret. I will rebuke all y'all. I will tell you how I feel. I ain't gonna be ugly. I'm gonna say, now you shouldn't have came here, and I'm gonna tell you how I feel, and I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get in my car, and I'm leaving. F all y'all. I have no tolerance.
I took the money. We were on a trip together. I took the money. I owed them some money. I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I was like, I'm gonna take this money and I'm gonna tip them for you. And then I gave them the rest of their money at that time. I was like, but you're not gonna leave here without tipping this person. Like, come on, man. Like, but then I had a situation too.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. And I'm just talking as you're going through that. But I had a situation too when I went to Cuba. We were kind of being shuttled around. And as we're being shuttled around, the guy, he was like, oh, well, it's going to be $20 for me to take you here. We was like, okay, cool, $20. So then with the $20, so then as we were on the trip that he had suggested, he was like, oh, no, it's going to be $30. And I'm like, okay, you said 20, but okay, we go do 30. Then he said, oh no, it's gonna be 40. I was like, listen, he go 30. I don't want to hear it. You're not gonna sit up here and keep raising the prices on me like as we're going. And then, but it was this one chick was like, what are you broke or something? I was like, yo, why
you got no money?
Like, why you up in my shit? Like, my money has nothing to do with you. We're not kicking it or whatever. So like, if the nigga already raised it up on me $10, I'm like, okay, cool, $10. And then the nigga raised it up again. I was like, now he's just trying to get over on me. You know what I'm saying? So that was a problem I had with that. But I'm like, I had more of a problem with the chick telling me how I should spend my money.
So how we get to, and I'm not saying, we know the answer right now, but it's like, how do we get to that next level with people? It's like, when are they planning to mature? Or Is
They
it,
don't.
is
They
it,
only
is
just
it
get older.
therapy they need? Is it,
No,
I mean, it's like, what is that? Because again, it's like,
it never happened.
it's almost like when we say, I'm going to get better. I'm not going to steal anymore, or I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to do that. But you said in your 20s, you said in your 30s, you said in your baby, I'm 50 years old, and you still lying to people.
People only get older.
You get old.
Like they don't get more mature. Some do, you know, but no, like if you was immature and I want to say immature, but if you weren't doing the right things when you were a teen, you either had a chance to figure it out, or you just stayed down that path, and then that's where you're at right now.
Yeah, that's something I've been, you know, and I shouldn't be trying to figure it out. I just like, why are people like that? Why are you acting like this? Like,
I don't do the why. Okay. No, it's a tough one. Like, people just don't. You know, like I said, I can. There could be some things that you could be like, oh, well, you know, that's like people will say with me. Say, I like to play video games. People are like, well, you never grew out of it. I was like, no. I was like, I use it literally as my form of therapy. So like, I play video games just to relax my mind and chill out. You know what I'm saying? But other people could look at it as like, oh man, that's immature. But then I'm looking at you like you're immature within this way, you know, but sometimes their ways are definitely blatantly immature versus me playing a video game and sitting by myself and not being bothered.
And you know what? I'm learning also as I'm on this journey, this path. And, you know, again, I'm turning 46 because I hear it often, but I've always been the humble type guy. I don't like a lot of show, and I mean, if you see me out, I'm gonna have fun, I'm gonna look good, but I don't like to be the forefront or the center of attention. Yeah. However, I'm walking in my confidence, and what I mean by that is, let me tell you something. Black women, and particularly here in Atlanta, Black women. Now, mind you, I'm in and out of stores for what I do for my career. Black women give me life. I don't have women say, you're so good looking, you so handsome, you're so beautiful, you did, you wearing that. Like, Black women give me life. Now, there are some brothers that be like, bro, that's fresh. Like, but I'm humble, especially when men say that, because I don't want them to think because you compliment me, there's some ulterior motive, anything of that nature. So I'm kind of like, thank you, brother, and I keep on walking. I'm walking in my confidence. Listen, I'll say this: I'm not the best public speaker. At all. However, if you was to follow me in any store, if you know, and this is not, I'm not boosting, like I'm not boasting. If you see me walk in, I command the room anywhere I go. Even my boss, them tell me, they said I command. Everybody knows. Everybody was like, who is he? What he's about? I command the room. They asked my boss, who is this Sydney? Out of all my, who is this Sydney? So like that's why Saturday I'm traveling stores, you know, to do. I just command a room, and I have to learn how to just walk in that confidence. I'm not arrogant about it. I'm not being boastful.
I mean, it's always the balance of arrogance and confidence, you know, because a lot of people see it as arrogance, but most likely people want to mirror how they are as a person on you. And I say that as in, if they're not confident in themselves, then they're wondering, why are you this confident type of person? And it's just weird to me. Like I don't like I'm an energy matcher.
Right.
So I'm huge on that. Like, oh, well, you want to do it? Okay, cool. Like, oh, well, you want to, like, I match energy, but at the same time, I am who I am.
It makes
me
feel
so it's going to come out. You know?
See, it makes me feel good. Like, again, and I used to control myself. I wouldn't say a lot, but no matter where I've worked or what have you, people always say, Sid, you always the best dressed. Y'all listen, y'all don't believe it? Go out there and ask yourself. And I'm in a room, they're around, Sid, you always look so nice. And to me, I started taking that as an indictment. What are y'all saying? All these men around here in suits and stuff, and y'all the only one that it says a lot, because y'all look mediocre. They do. I can walk into a Kroger and I'm just a vendor, and they think I'm the store leader. It's how I carry myself. I have young Black men will stop me, whether they're working for Kroger, whether they're working for any establishment. They'll say, "What you do, brother? I'm going to interview. Tell me." I'm giving them pointers. And so again, I took it. I wouldn't say a lot. I just say, and now I walk in that confidence.
No, I mean, and it's important. I mean, one of the kids, or not kids, but I mean, niggas 26, 27. But I walked into Rooms to Go, and I mean, we still talk from time to time. But you know, and he was just like, he had saw me with a suit on, and I was just leaving some event, and he's like, man, I see you, da 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 da. He's like, man, how could I? And
Right.
like, and I'm telling him, I was like, I'm gonna be straight up with you. Like, I mean, I just left this. I think I was leaving like a work day event or something like that. But you know, I had just got laid off maybe 2 weeks before that. You know what I'm saying? But still, like, I still gotta go out there and do it. You know what I'm saying? I can't be out here just down on myself because like I gotta regurgitate and bring it back up and be back smiling. You know, everybody be like, well, how you like, do you have like pain? I'm like, yeah, I struggle. Like shit ain't always sweet. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I got to deal with shit, but at the same time, why focus on it?
This right here, this haircut is every week, and they be like, "Why you get your hair? You don't have no hair." Let me tell you something. My haircut is a confident booster. Yeah, it makes me look good. I feel good when I'm gonna get compliments on my haircut. So I love being well groomed. Yeah, that's just me. Yeah, I don't like like you're tailored. Your clothes are tight. No, y'all call them tight. My clothes are tailored. Yeah. I hate baggy clothes. It looks sloppy to me. Mm-hmm. You may like that sloppy look. I don't. Mm-hmm. And so again, I've grown into loving what I like and not worried about what people think or dressing to how you feel. Yeah. You dress so tight. You should dress back. No, I don't, because not you personally, but I don't like y'all look. And I tell that, bro, I don't like your look. Mm-hmm. That looks good on you. Yeah. It doesn't look good on me. Yeah. It is what it is. And again, no matter what I wear, and I tell folks, I could wear a jumpsuit. Everything looks gay on me, y'all. So stop saying that. But everything, because I'm so tired of people saying that looks gay on you. One of my well.
Somebody said
I call him my brother.
Somebody said your jumpsuit was gay
because it was more tailored. It wasn't all baggy, so it was a fitted tailored type. My brother,
my suits are like tailored and
my brother be like, bro, I love your swag, but it look gay. I say, y'all, if y'all don't stop saying it, anything I put on, guess what? I like what I wear. I love everything I wear.
I don't know if you ever seen this image, and I can show it to you real quick, but it's an image of the suits that they were wearing. And this is like NBA, right? So it was like the suits that LeBron's class was wearing. Okay. Like in 2003, like when LeBron came out of high school, but it was the suits that they were wearing in the NBA draft in 2003. But then it was showing the suits that they were wearing in the 2023 draft, and they were all tight, tailored, and and people were like, I could never do that. I'm like, I can't do the LeBron stuff, like the big baggy suits and stuff like that. It's just, but I'm saying that it doesn't it doesn't equate to you being gay because your suit is tailored and nice and clean. Like I don't want a baggy suit.
I call it swag. Like me, folks always say like my dress pants. They be like, "See, why they like high water? You like them?" No. I say oftentimes I wear different socks. My socks like my shirt or something. So I'm always it's just the swag. And so it looks good on me. It may not look good for some. It is what it is. That's what you want to look like. You look like that. But hey.
So let me ask you this question. How do you so we pivot a little bit. How do you feel about the whole T.I. and I can go into it, but the T.I. Tiny 50 Cent thing?
Well, I'm gonna keep my comments brief because I'm not
and here's the suits right here.
Because I don't really get into oh no, see that right you should see some of them folk out there now with certain anyways, but they call it professional. But no, I don't have much to say on that, but
actually here's the picture I was talking
about. It's unfortunate.
So you see how that's the
right. You see that,
how they should look way better.
Yeah. It's more tailored. Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah. I don't have a lot to say about it because I don't really listen to their music, so what have you. However, I see them around town and again going to the trap museum and the trap cafe, things of that nature. But if you have to have those type of conversations or if there's some type of beef, keep people, mom and children and family members out of that stuff. I just think you just don't cross the line because people are sensitive about the mothers and the children and I don't know what started.
No, look, I'm with that, but then I'm not with that, right? And I say that as in like it's levels of disrespect, right? But your level of disrespect may be a different level than mine, right?
Okay.
So like that's why I say everything.
Explain that.
I'm saying like everything is on the table when you like you got, say for instance, the Drake and Kendrick thing. Like and I had mentioned this in my post that I'm like, damn near labeled the nigga a pedophile. On not like a song been nominated for a Grammy. We celebrating this song about, and it's not. I mean, not.
Is it true?
It's not true.
It's allegedly.
Yeah, it's alleged.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm saying
I don't know. I don't listen.
But I'm saying the song had so much circulation and so much traction that it's seen as true. So sometimes I feel like it depends on who it's coming from, that people are okay with things versus like who the messenger is. So as an example, like say for instance, I'm trying to think of a easy way to describe it, but I give a great example, right? So I remember DJing like years ago, right? And there was this Busta Rhymes song. I think it was with Puff, but it was a Busta Rhymes song, and he was on there saying, he's like, "Where my bitches is at? Where my bitches is at?" But then, the song playing, but I'm on the mic while I'm DJing. I'm like, "Where my bitches is at?" And this chick's like, "Oh no, you can't. No, you can't be." I was like, you accepted it from Busta.
Correct.
Right now, but like I'm saying it, so it's a problem. So it just, like I said, it comes down to who's delivering the message versus what you're willing to accept from whichever messenger, I guess is where I'm going with it.
I mean, again, back to the mother part. I get you, because like me being who I am and trying to be comical or whatever, we may be talking about something, and I'd be like, whatever, your mammy.
Yeah.
Now I don't really mean your mama.
Yeah.
That's just a figure of speech. Your mammy.
Yeah.
Or tell your mammy to shut up.
Yeah.
Well, so
I throw moms into almost unless like I know that the scenario where your mom isn't here or something like that.
Right.
But other than that, I'd be like, man, your mom got a big ass head. Like I automatically it's not. I think people know the intent behind it, versus but I feel like when you. I don't know.
So what was that then? What was that about then with the team between T.I. and?
So essentially, they were supposed to do T.I. had mentioned doing a verses like the battles,
right?
With music, and
okay,
do a verses with him. And 50 was like, I don't want to do it, but then it started getting a little bit disrespectful, and then it's kind of like 50 was like, well, I don't want to do it with nobody who is an informant or whatever. Like, so It started to get down like that. And then it was like, and then T.I. 50 posted a photo of, and this is the thing. The type of smoke that you're going to get when you involve certain people. Like 50 is known as a quote unquote troll, as he's not going to stop. It's like one of his 48 laws of power, or he called it 50 laws of power. But it's just one of those, like, if you have an enemy, you destroy him. Like you don't stop. Like you see him and Ja Rule are still having issues 20 plus years later. You know what I'm saying? Right or wrong and different. Like that's how he goes. And I'm saying that as in, when you welcome that beef, you got to know that he's not going to. Mothers will. If your mom got something going on, then we talking about your mom. Or if your kids got something, he said on the song, he said, fuck your little dirty ass kid. Like literally, this is in 2003, like on a diamond selling album, 10 times platinum album. So it's just one of them things, like, that's why I'm like, well, the only problem I had with it, I'm like, why are y'all like worried? The energy that you give is what makes things relevant, right? Like if you don't pay attention to it, then it's not a thing. Like no one cares. Like, I mean, I started seeing things just on my news feed. I'm like, okay, like why is everybody just over here just talking? I'm thinking like, okay, it's gonna be some pictures, it's gonna be some trolling, and then it's gonna be the next news subject, but people are carrying it on like, oh shoot, T.I. dropped the diss record, and it's like y'all dropping diss records in your 40s, like in beefing, and then but then on the flip side of it, like you're trolling in your 40s too. So it's kind of like we worried about the wrong things. We're not worried about, like I said, I don't want to get too deep and stuff like that. But we ain't worried about like getting other people's jobs, like
get out and vote,
stuff like that. And I'm like, yo, like y'all focus on the wrong things. Like y'all focus on 50 and T.I. and Tiny, and mind you, Tiny got some terrible photos out there. Tiny is just she's just.
And we need Jasmine Crocker to win in Texas. Don't you worry about that.
Look, so to flip that, like remember I said it depends on who the messenger is. Remember when, I don't know if you remember this, but back in the day, Biggie said I'll fuck, who you say? I'll fuck RuPaul before any of them ugly escape bitches.
Oh,
like that was like a rap line from him, but people didn't get in the uproar about that. I mean, Jermaine and Escape said that they had issues with it, but I mean that's the people that is targeting, like So Def and his artists, know. But I feel like sometimes we just pick and choose on, like I said, the song Not Like Us won a Grammy. You know what I'm saying? Like a diss record won a Grammy. You know what I'm saying? Off of saying somebody else is a pedophile. You know what I'm saying? But if it's the flip of that, and Drake does that and then wins a Grammy, it's like,
I don't think
Drake shouldn't be talking about nobody's a pedophile. Like I don't
think a lot of us really tune into that music because of the Drake diss. I mean, I heard it, but I just like the song.
It's about I'm not denying, like, but I'm just saying in general, like, I mean, so say for instance, the part you might strike a chord and it's probably A minor, right? Like you literally talking about messing with,
and get all that, but it is. I mean, hey, then again, they have to stand on, okay, this is my truth. That's not the truth, and but they continue to go back and forth, and this is getting us anywhere. It's not. So,
but the thing is, if the person that I'm saying, like people investing in it, like I'm not investing in the beef at all. I care less. Like I'm annoyed by how much is on my news feed of people saying, like I care less about diss tracks and that. I mean, I listen to it, but just because people was like, oh, he just dropped it in 24 hours and I was like, well, let me just go ahead and listen to it and see what it's talking about. But I'm like, yo, why y'all, like I don't care about y'all old niggas beefing,
right?
Like so. But I didn't meant to ask you, and I'm not trying to be all up in your business, but like, what's the process? What's going on with Sydney?
What's going on with Sydney?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Daughter.
Oh,
like, is it better? Is it, because we talked about it on the podcast before?
No. I don't have an issue talking about it. I'll say this. And I hope some parents get this, some may not. But one thing I've learned, I've sacrificed, and I've been there for my children, my daughter. I've been there for my own daughter. And there's never any beef. Now, my daughter may have a difficult way of expressing how she feels at times, or feeling that I may not listen to her. And a lot of that with me is, going through therapy now, because I'm gonna be honest with folk. My home, my upbringing was dysfunctional. And so what I mean by that is, not saying that my home dysfunctional. What I mean by that is I'm old school. I parent old school. I'm old school thinking. Yeah. So, I'm on that.
Old school. You can feel how I would say old school. No, I don't think you.
It's evolving.
I don't think you're knocking niggas out.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But
more so like the
strict part.
Being strict. Like, no, you can say how you feel all you want to, but it's miles. I paid a bit. Like I'm that. Yeah, so
you are not an individual in my house.
I'm not into that gentle parenting and I express how you feel because I want the devil is a lie. No, you ain't gonna say that. Not right in mine. You want to go get. So I'll leave with this. That baby grown, and that baby can go do what that baby can go do what she needs because guess what? She's grown. I have nothing to say, and guess what? Her daddy always there.
Mhm.
You want to? Your daddy gonna always be there. She need her dad. I'm be right there. But that baby grown, and guess what? I'm not gonna do is in my real adult life is allow a grown adult child that tried to make me feel I never done anything for them, or I wasn't supportive,
Mhm.
or I didn't sacrifice. See, they discount all that when they become adults and start having sex with these adults and doing that thing. See, they forget about what their parents actually done, how you lived in their home, how they paid the bills, how you got to school and proms and all
What
that
they
stuff.
say, you got old and now you smelling yourself.
You're smelling yourself. And so now I learned I'm gonna say gentle parenting. I've learned why go back and forth with my adult child.
Mhm.
No. I gave her back to the Lord. There you go.
Mhm.
She let her fall on that rock. The rock is God. Let her fall on that.
Mhm.
Here, and like I said, I have nothing bad to say. My daughter's doing well.
Mhm.
She's in a safe place.
Mhm.
She's around family.
Mhm.
But again, I have zero tolerance for disrespect. I don't care if it's from my mama. When I tell you, you can hear the passion of it. I have zero tolerance.
Mhm.
Hence why I'm very
Yeah.
firm with folks.
But look at, I
I don't
mean,
care who you are.
No. The dope part about that, and this goes to the topic in general, is that it disrupts your peace.
Correct.
So I mean, protecting your peace at all costs is very important. Just because I'm not gonna argue with somebody in my own house.
No.
I'm like, okay, well, hey, look, you go do what you gotta do, because it's my house, and I'm not territorial, but at the same time, if I'm the one that's just paying the bills, and I'm the one that's covering everything, and then you're telling me, well, this is my room. I was like,
no, baby, don't worry. See,
you are just there.
You're a guest. You're a guest over here. And again, and I know some parents gonna disagree, what have you. Fine, I don't care, because this is why a lot of these kids are disrespectful. I wish my kids would come out their mouth and say something crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
I would. Now my daughter is not disrespectful. Let me make that clear. She hasn't been disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying I have zero tolerance for it. So in other words, no, you're not gonna if you have to have your man over there. If I don't want him there, no, you're not gonna just be able to do what you want to do and order Amazon every day, but don't want to pay any bills, etc. No, you're not gonna be able to just do all. No, you need this. You need to talk some responsibility. Mm-hmm. You drive a free car that you don't pay for. I pay for the show. I do everything, and you think you're gonna come and say that because I don't listen to you, I'm a bad father? Girl, you better go out there and play in traffic and fry fish. Because when I tell you, I'm okay. You grown, baby. That's your pussy. You gonna go do what you want to do with it. I'm gonna holler at you. I love you, and I'm yet gonna be there because I'm your father. But no, y'all parents can have that. No, again, it disrupts my peace. It takes me to a place where I'm like, what? I don't have to put up with that. And before I reach out and touch you, you had to go. Because I will put these hands on you, and I don't fight. Yeah, but don't bother. Listen, as I tell, and that's what I try to tell other men and women, especially men, that because most men that try to cause some trouble, there's some fools out there. They're not intimidated by me. They say there's a little man sitting vulnerable. We can just whip. I always tell folks, listen, I don't bother nobody, and I promise you that. Y'all can go ask the Lord that. I don't bother nobody. But I'm telling you, when I'm afraid, I'm going to defend myself. And whatever that looks like,
we don't know.
It is what it is.
Yeah, we don't know. And
I would hate to call the because I was afraid. Don't bother me. Just don't put me in that. Do not bother me because I'm that one. I'm going to. I know you're bigger than me. I know that you can beat me. I know. When I'm looking, I'm telling you, I'm trying. I'm going red. I'm gonna find a way to defend myself and get out the way. Yes, I am.
No, that makes sense. No, it like that piece, man. Like I feel like some people they automatically see that you're at peace. So I don't know how to describe it. I feel like some people automatically see your peace and wonder like is something wrong with you, right? Or like, and I get that all the time. Like like. I don't have any emotional problems,
right?
That that's out there or anything like that. Like my problems can be money or I'm not working or or stuff like that. But
I'm trying to solve problems.
Yeah. Look, I ain't got no problems. Like me and you have a conversation. We never argue, but like if we're talking and it's certain people that, and I say you're one, is that I don't ever see it getting to, like, I mean, shit, we got to throw blows, but I don't ever see it getting to that point just because we can have conversations.
Right.
A lot of people don't want to have conversations. And, like I said, I can't speak for younger Sydney or not, but she may not be in that headspace to be able to have a comfortable conversation with you just because of, I don't know, let's say your authority or whatever, or that you're the father. Some people just aren't, they're learning, and I'm not justifying, like the distance or anything like that, but I'm just saying, like, some people just aren't comfortable with having conversations.
I believe that one thing I learned about my daughter is a loner. Oh, and now that's one thing. Not saying that I love that about her, but what I mean, Sydney is alone, that she does not need a lot of people around her to be herself. Sydney and I go to the mall, or Sydney could be by herself to the mall. Sydney go to the beauty supply store, get herself. Sydney does not need an entourage of girlfriends. Sydney does not need all of that around her. And so that's what I love about her. However, it also, to me, it kind of, as it pertains to her mental, Sydney will shut down. She doesn't want to talk because she don't really have folk around her. So I believe she got to get out of that to be open enough to actually be able to express. I know that's why therapy.
No, it's hard. Listen, look, I do that. I'm saying I do that, and I've gotten better at it as I've matured. What we talked about earlier, but I mean, they literally thought something was wrong with me because I wouldn't talk. Like, I was literally just the quiet kid. Like, I was just like, they tried to put me in the class one day, and my mom was like, "What the hell? Like, what the hell y'all doing?" He's like, "Why? Just because he's not talking?" But then you couldn't shut me up. Yeah. So now you wanted me to talk, but now you don't want me to talk. Like, what do you want? But I feel like sometimes that's just the nature of people anyway.
But I see and it also, because I see my kid, like, Sydney is more like her mother. Her mother is the no nonsense, don't really bother nobody. She don't hang with a lot of women. Like, she can be about to herself. My son, like me, jovial, upbeat, like cracking jokes, like that's every bit of me. And so he has my personality. So he and I vibe. We vibe because he's just like me. So it's just balancing. Now that Sydney's an adult, it's me finding that balance to kind of understand her more, get her the help that she needs. Preferably one day she will open up and be able to express herself to me. And I even told her, even if it's my lifestyle, you didn't care for whatever, talk to me about it. I don't mean nothing don't change, but talk to me about it. Yeah. And I'll understand you. We could just have that conversation. But I'm going to be me, and I'm gonna live my life. So I said, and that's what we are right now.
Okay. I mean, it sounds better than what it was before. So I was just curious on how everything's, because I'm all into.
Oh wait, back to your comment, because before I forget, thought what you said, babe, we would never get into blows. I would never get into blows. I don't want to say never, but that's not my thing, to get into blows with anybody. I don't care who it is, male, female.
I know. I was just joking.
However, that goes back to what I said before. Don't put me in that corner, because you never know. Yeah. I'm that one because I'm scared, and you about to hit me. I'm gonna grab that pool table ball and bust you across the head. Now you out. Then what if I give you a concussion, you die or something? See, that's what I'm afraid of doing. That I'm gonna do so much harm, and just because I was trying to protect myself.
You funny.
Then I'm gonna feel bad for
I'm saying that because I'm the same way. I don't know my threat level.
Yeah.
And I try to not necessarily suppress it, but at the same time I protect the peace, so I don't get to, I'll say on a scale of 1 to 10, I don't get to a 8 or a 9. Right. I try to always stay at a 3 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm engaged, but yet I'm not getting out of pocket or anything like that, because I just never believed in. I don't believe in conflict in general. I do feel like sometimes with conflict comes progress, but I don't believe in conflict just for the sake of having conflict. I think that's just stupid. So
yeah. So I don't get to that. I haven't been there. And again, I'm 46, and I pray that I don't get there. Even in relationships, like I don't fight. I'm the one. You may, and I've been in some physical, not like that. I wasn't abused, but some physical altercations. But I'm the one that would just say, you know what, I gotta go. I'm done. Like I'm done.
It's easy.
I'm done, and it don't even take me. Look,
it's so much easier to remove yourself from those situations than to. I had mentioned on the pod before about when I was called a bitch, and I was like, hey, look, I can either stay here and be a bitch, or I can leave as a man. Like literally, I gotta go. Like or it's gonna be fisticuffs. And I was like, I'm not gonna fight you. Like, and I ended up leaving.
Y'all know what? That happened on my last. I know some of them probably saw me on, via social media in New York. On my last day in New York, the individual that I was with, we were in the car coming from this event, and I don't know, because they were drinking or whatever, because he was drinking or what have you. I don't know if he just anyways, he was like, F you, zero tolerance. Because baby, I got so quiet. I was so quiet. I was quiet as a mouse. I didn't say anything else. Got to the hotel room. I didn't say a whole lot. Next day, I went to sleep, got up, packed my stuff, got to the airport. Like I'm just nothing. I'm moving. So I'm done. Like, cause I'm done. I'm checked out. Once you disrespect me, I'm checked out. There's really nothing else you can really say to me.
Now, granted, I'll say that she came back and apologized like 8 months later, but at the same time, I was like, and that was literally the only time ever that I had been called out my name, and it was just off of some, what are we? And I'm like, you know what it is. We said what it was. So but then he's like, oh, you ain't got to be a bitch about it. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Like, we ain't just about to be just throwing bitch around like that or whatever. And like I said, I didn't, a good friend to this day, but it just blew my mind that, you went there, and like I said, you got comfortable enough to have that form of disrespect, even based off of what we quote unquote had established. You know what I'm saying? So
to your point, it depends on the individual again. Because now
I went to the prom with the girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I will say this: it's very rare, and I say it's rare that I get any type of disrespect from people. Like I don't know.
Happy birthday yesterday.
Oh, really? Oh, good. Yeah. She's a Pisces. That's why she came back and apologized. That's what us Pisces do.
Just wish her happy birthday.
But yesterday. I don't get a lot of disrespect. People, it's just like we respect each other's boundaries and each other's company. Or if I'm around people, I respect them. I may not even care for you. I wouldn't say a whole lot, but it's always like a mutual respect there, and that love. I want that love to exude me. I really do. So I want people to feel.
I'm never
that
like
love when they around me.
You brought up a great point about the love. I mean, just in general, as much as we can have conversations, or not even just with you, but I think it's a little bit more closer just because of being friends. But like, I would never, I don't care how close or how distant I am from you, call you out your name or anything. I would never engage, be like, oh, let me, you bitch or you da-da-da-da.
Right.
I would never do it just because it's not, you want to fight. I don't want to fight. I'm not saying like you want to fight, but I'm just saying like when you say those things, you want to fight. Like I don't want to fight nobody. Like I'm like, all right, well, shoot, cool. I mean, we just ain't, and then keep it moving, deuces. I ain't got no reason to sit up here and argue with somebody that means, I want to say that means nothing, but they don't mean anything to how I operate throughout my life. And then, part of that is like, well, shit, I don't want to fuck up this face or fuck up my clothes or, anything like that. I'm like, then I got to explain it at work, like what happened to your face? Like, it's stuff like that. Like we are grown, you know what I'm saying? Like, hell, I wouldn't even fight in the 20s, so let alone when I look like fighting somebody in my 40s.
Yeah. That's like, so, and back to fighting, not even physical, just anything. Like when I was going through, when I was married and I was going through, and I always tell this story. My wife committed adultery 3 times. I tell folks, I always want to say, won't even get into that right now. That's a whole different podcast. Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
there was a story. My eldest sister, my cousin, and my ex-wife, they all used to work together.
Mm-hmm.
My ex-wife was pregnant with Sydney, my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
We were married at the time. My sister and my cousin knew this. They know us, of course. Well, around the job, I guess she was telling folk that Sydney was adopted. Well, the baby was adopted, wasn't mine. I was adopting the baby when she had. I was adopting the baby, all this stuff, and it got around the office. Now, mind you, my sister was coming to the baby shower because we was having Sydney's baby shower at my new house, at just closing my home, whatever, our home.
Wait, let's unpack this. Why were you? Because of the adultery thing,
right?
Okay,
but that's what she was just telling them. That she was just saying, the baby's adopted, or he's gonna adopt, yada yada yada. Mind you, we're married, and they're about to go to this come to this baby shower. But my sister knew what it was from the beginning, so she was telling the people that Sydney wasn't mine, that she was gonna be adopted. But they knew my sister and my cousin knew that was my daughter. Hell, she looked like me. But anyways, so it was funny that they confronted her. And it was just why you lying? How you even create and muster up a lie in your head like that? Like where does that come from? It's things like that. However,
just for no reason.
And so
you ain't even got to lie
even
about
when
it.
so even
y'all
we
still
went
married, right?
We were.
Yeah.
But even when we got divorced, everyone again the conversation was Sydney stepped on her with another guy. That's what the conversation was. Now, I'm always quick to say, my ex-wife knew I dated guys before her, because her and I were best friends. And we got married. That's why I keep telling folk, it was never a secret. So I don't know where folk be getting that from.
I really hate assumptions.
So, right.
Yeah.
So that's what they thought. I'm that one, going back to I don't fight. I didn't say nothing to anybody. I didn't explain to my family. I didn't explain to my friend. I didn't explain to nobody. My sister had to come back one day and tell my ex-wife mother, because she was like, Tika left because your brother, was gay. And my sister said, no, ma'am. No, Tika knew that from the beginning. She knew that from the beginning. My ex-wife knew that from the beginning. Because that was the conversation we had. Yeah. I didn't go into like, you didn't know. We were best friends. So it's like when it comes to vengeance, I don't even try to get people back. I'm just not that.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, it's not worth it. I'm not trying to get you back. That's why if you owe me money, I've learned instead of getting vengeance. Now I don't loan money. You got $20. You can have that.
You know how I get people back. Money. It's not necessarily getting people back, but you know how I think in my head by getting people back? Success.
Correct.
So that's my way of I'm like, well, I'm gonna just go harder at the things that I'm doing. I mean, I'm already going hard anyway.
Sorry, I was on the phone.
And we about to wrap up anyway.
Real fast.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, we'll be ending that.
1:16. I was make sure I knew the time.
But yeah, so in other words, what I was saying is a lot of that stuff was coming out. A lot of that stuff was being said about me. But it all came back that wasn't true. So I guess what I'm saying is I never try to defend myself or to no one. I don't. I just be like, why am I wasting my breath to defend? Y'all gonna believe what you want to believe.
The thing is, when people have their thoughts on something, but then again, in that scenario, I don't like how the lie circulated so much that it became the truth.
Right.
And I'm saying that as in, Sid must have stepped out, Sid stepped out. Like,
right.
It started as Sid must have, and then it turned into Sid stepped out. And that's shit I don't really fuck with. But I'll defend myself if you're asking me directly, but other than that, I'm like, whatever. People go believe whatever they believe.
Correct.
And they go, and that's what I'm like with the assumption thing. Not even, from, I think not even just strictly like being gay, but from the just men and women that it automatically was assumed that you did something.
Right.
And that's the stuff I don't fuck with, whatever. Like, I don't like when people automatically assume like, well, he must have did something, because usually the woman is the victim.
Right.
And that's not far-fetched from a lot of situations.
No, that's what it is.
But even when it gets to the point of, crying wolf, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, shit.
But that's what it was.
You're still the victim.
But that's what it was. It was easy.
I mean, she's still the victim.
It was easy for her to hide behind people saying, well, Sydney was gay. Because people knew that I was. I did. It wasn't. But what gives me peace, it was never a secret with her. I'm not like these some of these download men or these folk being not telling their wives or these wives not telling their husband they mess. I've never been that guy. I've always been honest, and I'm gonna tell you. Now it wasn't received that way. They was just like, you tricked her and you tricked her. Child, that girl knew I did it. Maybe I was sucking dick before her. What y'all talking about? Like, I'm not ashamed to talk about it, but don't give me that.
Yeah, no.
I'm new. I ain't new to this.
And like you said, y'all was best friends before.
We were best
anyway,
friends. So we talked about.
She know what you've done in your past.
We talked about it. We talked about it. Been there. She's been around it. Like, what else do you want? And if people say, "Oh, man," that's why. This is why I don't play with grown folk. I don't have a lot for grown people. I love folk, and all I want to do is love. Let's stay in that area right there. Love. Let me about the love of Christ. Let's do that. But what I'm not doing is going back and forth with somebody grown that don't know nothing about me. You don't even know me. We ain't even having that conversation. Okay, I'm not interested. So
what's the note you want to leave everybody on? The final note.
Final note. Black people, get out and vote. Get out and vote. This is our time. We need to vote because listen, it's time for us to move forward a little bit. Little bit. We have to turn this around. This is our last chance to turn this around. This administration and white people care nothing for us.
Well, what about those people that say their vote don't matter?
I think you need to sit down with someone and educate yourself and just stop saying that because that's lazy. It's almost like me saying I don't want to work out. Gym right there. It's just being lazy.
Yeah.
But I could do more. I can get up and go run and go work out. Get up and go vote and understand why you're voting. Yeah. It's power in your vote.
Yeah. And I like that. And the one thing that always bothers me with not voting, it's not even as if you have to pay for it or you got to go far. Like most of the voting, like I vote, I can walk to where I vote. Like they literally centralize the voting to give you the opportunity to be within your space to go vote. So, I don't know, man, these elections, man, it's just, you have to, even if you feel like there's no power in your vote, you can still do it. It's nothing that hurts it. I mean, it doesn't hurt you to go have a opinion on who should be in office.
And even if you can't vote or you feel as though your vote has no power, this is what I was speaking to some friends who were having a conversation about this election, what a black men are going to do. And what we mean by what black men are going to do, our moms, our aunts, our grandmothers, our aunts and daughters, and all of them going to get out there and vote. And all of this chaos that's going around in our cities, ICE, and what are we going to do to protect our communities? And I was telling them, like, for an example, after I vote, I'm gonna sit in my truck when I got work because I can't fight, but I got my peacemaker. I'm going because I want to make sure them folk get in safe and vote. We just let me sit in my car. What are we doing to protect our
ICE is just random. ICE is here now, right?
I know.
Past month,
I know. So this is what I'm saying with them still in taking the voter stuff from Fulton County, what have you. It's like they're trying to discount. Fulton County is one of the largest counties in Atlanta, I would say. So it's like, what are we doing to protect only ourselves, but our community, our aunts, mothers, grandmothers, nieces and nephews and things and people that's going to vote that might be afraid to get out and vote due to knowing ICE is in, the city, etc. So just something to think about, talk about.
All right. And I'm gonna leave you on. I think the one topic that, even though we talked about everything else, I thought that this one resonated a lot louder today for me, but the protecting your peace and understanding that you don't have to deal with everybody that you don't want to deal with. You can Like if you want to excommunicate some people, it's okay with you can do that. Like understand that you have that right. A lot of people feel like you have to like you can excommunicate family members if they don't work out for you. If they're messing with your energy, get them out. Like I like to have positive people around me. Now, granted, I'm not going to say I'm always positive, but when I'm around people, I'm mostly positive, but I can be going through it just like you're going through it. But at the same time, that positive energy would just only make you that much better. But thank you all for listening.
I got a request for you real fast on the point you were saying. And what I just thought of when you were saying that, as I again approach my birthday on Sunday, and I'm 46.
Damn.
Whatever. He's a hater. Trust me, he's a hater. What I want,
and that's at 48. So yeah,
right. What I want folk to know, folk that love me like you, love me boldly. Don't love me in secret. I don't care what your the women say. Love me boldly, because if I even go out to a straight club with you, love me boldly. Tell them who I am. I'm gonna tell them who you are. I don't. You're a straight man. I mean,
and that bothers me the most. And I don't want to, but right. And this could that bothers me the most. Like the fact that people's energy change around like my energy never changes.
Right.
Like you said, love, but like this is Sid, and I had to even had to. You
had a friend that was like that when we went to the
yeah. But I'm just saying, like, you have to literally get out of the even like, oh, that, I mean, I wouldn't do it, but like, oh, that's my gay friend Sid. Like, no, right. That's Sid.
Correct.
Like nobody gives a like I don't give a fuck about your sexuality.
So I don't need you to know that either.
So that's but I'm saying like that's right. Sid. Like I'm not, going to be like, oh, that's my gay friend Sid. Or like no, like that's Sid. And that's correct. That shit bothers me.
And it's either you're gonna receive me or not, and vice versa. My friend, you can't even you there. My friend's gonna receive you or not, gay, straight, whatever. I don't care. This is my boy. This is my girl. These are my people. Simple. We're gonna show each other love, and we're gonna have a good time. That's it. Love me boldly. Yeah. I'll leave y'all with that.
No, I love that. Well, thank you all for listening to the Let's Talk About It podcast with your boy DJ Reality and your boy Sid. Talk to you soon.